Once murmur, okay? Murmur. Murmur means not chanting only, chant your mind. A little bit of speaking, okay? Now, no sound at all. Chant the mind, okay?
Close your eyes.
Good. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam. So this annual day, what are we going to do? We are going to do Radha Kalyanam, right? What is Radha Kalyanam? Radha and Krishna, right? And we are going to do the marriage, right? Generally, the priest does the marriage, but now we are going to do the marriage, and so we become priests. Okay, for some time we become priests. Truly, all of us are in our heart. Krishna is love. How many of you love your mom and dad? How many of you don't?
All.
Right?
Yeah, they're not listening, so they don't love. I know. See, first, second, third, they don't love. So they're not listening. Even fourth, fifth, all. If you love your parents, if you love someone teaching something, just be quiet and listen.
So, love is in the heart. Okay, irrespective of what we say, what we do. True love is the nature of everyone, right? That is the form of Radha. Okay, and the soul, Bhagavan is in everyone, right? So when you say when let's say that your friend has a nice pencil or a pen, and you don't have it, and you really want it, right? Part of your mind says, "Hey, I'll take that," without telling him or her. And the other part of the mind says, "It is wrong. No, don't do that." Right? Does it say that? What's that called? It's called conscience. It is also called by another name, that is God. What is God? Conscience. So, does God speak to you? All the time, right? God speaks to us all the time. It's just that we need to. So when mom or dad give an advice, God speaks through them, right? It's just for us to listen to it, right? So now that truth, that supreme truth that is also in our hearts, that is called conscience, that is God. And when that unites with love, true love, then it is always happiness. There is no sadness at all, right? That is why we do Radha Kalyanam. That is why you understand why we do Radha Kalyanam. It is for, why do we do anything at all in life? Why do we eat? Because you're hungry, right? Because you're hungry, you eat, right? And why does mom and dad go to work? Money and live in a house and wear good clothes. So why do we do things? We do things for happiness, right? so that eventually you become. Why do we have a home? Why do we have good clothes? So that you feel right. So we do things for happiness. And how do we get true happiness? When your conscience is realizes that that's true love, and when we love everyone, that is when we get happiness. And that happens. This is a nice way of bringing that love out, right? That is why we do Radha Kalyan. Okay. And Krishna is our most favorite god for many of us. So we will have Krishna and Radha. And the way that love comes out is we when we have our God in front of us, right? Now God is all powerful. He knows everything. If you do something wrong, does God know? He sees, right? He knows everything. If you do something right, also He knows. Okay, don't think that you did something great and no one recognized you. He knows that too, right? If you do something good or bad, He knows. He is all powerful. He's all knowledgeable. He can do anything for you. All that, but what do? You get Him in this beautiful form so that you can worship Him. So you can shower your love on Him, right? If He's all powerful, He's also capable of being in this form, right? So what we do is we have our own favorite Radha Krishna. Now, and we give a name to him too, right? What's the name of that Krishna? Yes. What is the name of the Krishna that is standing right behind you? So we give names for, just like we give names for our kids, right? Our siblings have names, right? Likewise, we give name for our God too, right? And Krishna is called Premika Varadan. Can you repeat? Premika Varadan. Because when you love someone, you first address them by name, right? So our Krishna is called Premika Varadan, okay? And our Radha is called Madhuri Sakhi. So this is Madhuri Sakhi and this is Premika Varadan, right? And we either have them in the form of a nice murti, which is what we have here in this Jula, or we have it in the form of a picture. The same murti is in the form of a picture. So we have that, and what are we going to do is we're going to, so this Radha Krishna murti, this form of Madhuri Sakhi and Premika Varadan, all of us are going to have. Each one will have our own God, okay? And what we will do is, so you remember they are your best friend. They are the most loved ones to you, okay? And they're also gods, right? So let's say your grandpa comes home, right? You love your grandpa so much, but you still respect, right? Make sense? You respect. How do you respect and love? Like you go beat your dad, you go beat your mom. Now you don't necessarily show that respect to your dad or mom, especially when you're alone with them, right? Is that true? But when your grandpa comes and he's in the hallway and he's plays with everyone else, you show that, or your uncle comes, aunt comes, you love them, and how do you show your respect? You help them, and so exactly you give all the necessary respect, and at the same time love them, right? That is what we do to God, right? It is not just respect and stand at a distance and just give respect. No, you also love them. So and what is that called? It's called awe. AWE. You know what? There's a word in English called awe. AWE. Oh, you know it. How is this dish? It's awesome. Don't you say that? Yeah? It's awful. Don't you say that? Though it comes from awe, right? Awe, what is the actual meaning of awe? Love with respect is called awe. Okay? And what we do, we show love and respect to them every day. So a way of showing a love and respect to our Radha Krishna is doing puja. Understood? Okay. Any questions? So we will all have our own Radha and Krishna. These are all, we've done puja of these Radha and Krishna, and you are all going to have a Radha Krishna each. So we'll have it in front of them, in front of ourselves.
They have to keep it on front of.
Awesome. They got it.
It should be in the front like this, okay?
Right hand.
It should be in the front like this.
Right hand.
Can you help them to keep in the front? And boxes.
Keep straight.
And later you are going to go home, get a frame, and you're going to frame it and decorate it, okay? Make sure that
Yes, you're right. Near which. Fast.
Fruits.
Yeah.
Give here.
Wait, do we eat the flower?
No, keep the
flowers are
flowers.
puja.
Keep it with you.
Yeah.
Some people eat.
so what?
Keep it with you.
Think is a flower come now?
It's
such a flower. Who says you have to separate within yourself, right? Can you bring a bowl, Jayanti ji? And then all can separate.
Okay,
bowl lo Who's this?
That is Pratishtha's
And the other Krishna is mine.
this is my
The other one is Nandini. Can you keep it in the box? Who's this? Who's this?
Wait, what is that?
Apple.
Only apple.
Apple Sirish.
Finish.
I have
Okay.
orange.
Who don't have anything?
I didn't.
Okay, I'll go and get it for you.
Okay, so what do we do when? Okay, so what do we do when a guest comes home? We serve them with love, and
Who doesn't have this one? I don't have one. But I don't have one.
You don't have one?
and if God is there in our hearts, right? God is there in our hearts, right? Truly, what we can do is have that love in our heart, have the love in our heart, and it's fine. But we cannot really imagine, right? That's why we get that God out in front of us so we can actually serve them. Okay?
Anybody want to study? Someone? Yeah.
I have two of them.
Okay.
Give me.
That's okay. Okay.
Keep your arm. Okay, so what we do is we have that God who's in our heart in front of us, and we show a mark. Puja is a mark of respect and love by serving them, right? So when a guest comes home, can you sit down, Kanna? When a guest comes home, what do we do first? You welcome them, right? You give them a seat, right? You give them a proper seat, you make them comfortable. In India, they walk and come. So their feet is dirty, they don't wear shoes. So feet is dirty, you give them some water to wash their feet, their hands, their mouth, and all that. You make them fresh, right? Right? You do that, right? And then you give them a seat, you make them sit comfortably, And if they want a bath, you give them a bath. You show them the bathroom. They take a shower, right? And you give them new clothes, right? You give them new clothes, and depending on if it's a he or a she, you give them ornaments, appropriate clothes and ornaments appropriately, right? Jewels to wear, and then you give them perfume, don't you? Perfume, so that they smell good. And in India, it's so hot, right? So when you go out, you wear perfume, right? When you really want to, sometimes, right? So you're showing your respect and love to God, right? So you do exactly, if a friend or a great person comes home, whatever you do it to God, right? And in olden days, so our sages have given that as a format to us, and that's what we'll do. Okay, does it make sense?
Yes.
And then you give them perfume, you give them garlands, flower garlands, so that it smells really good. And then you offer flowers, right? You offer flowers at their feet to show your respect for them. And then whatever you cooked, like or food that you have, you offer it to them, right? We have fruits in front of us, which we'll offer, right? We'll offer, and then you do what is known as harti, right? You see, you've got temples where you see this arati. We'll do that arati, and then finally, what do? You prostrate to them. Don't you prostrate to your elders?
Yes.
Don't you? Did you prostrate to your mom or dad? Mom and or dad? Yeah, you did, right? So so he's the eldest of everyone. So you prostrate to them, and then you pray, right? You pray for what you want. That is all. That is what a puja is. And as a part of Radha Kalyanam, all of us, Kalyanam happens in a nice mandapam, right? All of us will have our own mandapams. Mandapam is something like this. If for such a big picture or a big murti, we have a big mandapam. For our murtis, we'll have a smaller mandapam, right? All of us will have our own, okay, on our annual day. And we have Radha Krishna, which all of us will go back, pick our own frames, okay? So your mom and dad will help you get your frames, and we'll have a Radha Krishna. The same Radha Krishna I have too, right? You can frame it. I have two nails on either side so that I can hang a garland, right? A garland is usually put on the Lord. You see, each of these lords have a garland. And the reason we do it is so that there is some nice fragrance. And it's really easy to actually string a garland, right? You can get a needle from Walmart, okay? You can get string. This is like a threading string you can get from Walmart or anywhere. Flowers, whatever flowers you have, and then you just get it in, without poking your fingers, just string. That's it, right? You pushed it inside, exactly. So I just did that when you were all having your lunch, and so you can tie your own garland, right? Whenever you have flowers, if and when you have flowers, so you see
Guys,
this.
can you all see this? Because you are going to do this for your Radha Kalyanam. You have to tie your own garland and you have to bring it.
Nice and small garland. You don't need to be big because our pictures are really small and cute, little. So what I'm
Your
doing,
mom will not do it. If you cannot do it, then don't bring a garland. Help you.
yeah,
That's what I said.
they'll
Yeah,
help
thank
you
you.
tie it. Okay, like if you string it, they'll help you put the knot.
In my school, 2-year-old so doing with the nails.
Okay, I've made 2 knots at the ends. I'm going to hang now. Right? Okay, so
If you can,
Krishna.
ange ukar. You can put the you can have your mom or dad to nail the frame so that you can tie garland.
Small nails, okay?
Okay.
That way you can tie the
What
garlands.
flower is this one?
This one is mom's. Yeah.
It need not be the same flower.
No,
You
I
can
was
do.
asking. Yeah,
It's-
I can't make
Yeah,
it.
it's mom's.
Your wish.
Yeah, you can do. You can like small flowers, so it's in fact. So you can look. So okay. So we'll have a framed God in front of us. First, what we will do is first pray to the Lord, right? So pray to the Lord, and He's in a heart. Bring it in front. So because I want to pray to you, I want to offer my love and respect to you. I pray to you. May you be present in front of me in this picture, right? As Premika Vardhan and Madhuri Sakhi, and may you accept my prayers. Okay? We do that prayer, we can close our eyes and do the prayer and then chant Hare Rama once. Okay? That way, do the prayer, sit down. Yeah, sit down.
Close your
Crisscross.
eyes. Close your eyes. Join your hands. Close
Fold your
your eyes.
palms, close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
What you remember the prayer, right? That may the God and love in our hearts, may He be present right in front of us in this picture, so that we can offer our love and respect as much as it's possible by you, right? By me. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, so then now the Lord is there and He's properly seated in the mandapam. Then what we do is we offer a little bit of water for His feet, hands, and mouth, right? Have
One
them
more
wash.
thing, while doing puja, no touching your hair, no putting your hands in your mouth.
You don't want
And
to.
don't touch your feet also.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they get dirty, right? So you want to give the best of your respects to God. So you don't do all this, right? So we will offer water thrice to the Lord. It's a small spoon, nice cup and spoon I have. I'll offer because we don't have now. Before we offer, what I pray to this water is, may all holy rivers come to this water, so that I offer the best, the purest, and the most auspicious, most holy waters to the Lord. Right? I pray that all the rivers, all the holy rivers come to this water. Can we pray?
Yeah.
I'll keep this water in the center. And can we all chant?
What
What?
river? What river?
Okay, shall we chant?
Yeah.
Ganga Godavari Kampa Kaveri Gandaki Tapa Kalindim Kanyakam Shaiva Yadamani Mahanadi Kapilevam Payoshnincha Kalpurim Pushkaram Tapa Yuveni Tungavastramcha Chandrabado Namanyama Kamlakari Sarayuncha Saraswati Venanadi Pratichincha Pradanamanyam Kaushiki Gomatim Chaiva Krishna Devi Charamada Payaswini Vimarati Padmayaya Mahambhase Sushoma Surasanchaiva Sarapushkari Dada Sindhum Sholam Saptavati Visamam Shanamanyam Nati Stotram Mahapunyam Krishna Prema Pradayakam Smanakale Pate Nityam Sarva Papai Pramusyate. I take that water and then offer it to the Lord. I'll offer it on behalf of all of us, okay?
Since we don't have frame, but on or actual Radha Kalyanam, you are going to have, each one will have a cup and a spoon to offer water. Okay?
And I pick one flower, okay, and what I do is I dip it in this water, okay, and sprinkle it on the Lord as if to give him a shower, right? Perfume shower, holy shower, right? Yes. Okay, so that we will do when you have, we will do it during our annual day when we have a frame, proper frame, and all that. We will do that, and then we will offer one flower now as assuming this to be the representative for the clothes, new clothes. We'll offer this flower, right? As if providing with the Lord, our Premika Vardhan and Madhuri Sakhi with new clothes. Okay? Did you all offer? Okay. Do you want to chant the Sanskrit verse also? Vastra Yukmam Samarpayami. Generally, clothes are always offered as a pair. You don't offer a single cloth, so you offer it as a pair of clothes. Right? Okay, you get that? So, and then we will all have what is known as chandan, right? Chandan is that's the fragrance that we have. Chandan and kumkum, sandalwood paste, yes. So we will all have it during our annual day.
You'll be having small cup, one small cup of chandan and one small cup of kumkum.
Okay.
Each and everyone will be having that.
And just like all of us have on our foreheads, we'll put it on Krishna's forehead too, right? We'll put it on behalf of all of you. Some chandan and some kumkum. Okay. Gandhan. Repeat. Gandhan. Dharayami. Gandopari. Haridra. Kumkumam. Samarpayami. On that gandham, on that sandal would paste and putting a little bit of a kumkum, right? And then what we do is we wear this nice garland. That is when we supposed to wear this pushpa. Repeat. Malam dharayami. Which is I'm offering this nice garland to you. Okay. Then you have this bunch of flowers. And then say pushpaihi pujayami. I'm offering flowers to you, right? And Bhagavan has so many different names. So what we do is we pick 12 names and then say, I'm offering this flower to you with prostrations. Okay? Shall we do pick your flower cup and keep it in your left hand, and from your right hand pick one petal each as we chant each name. Okay? Keshavaya Namaha. Narayana Namaha. Madhavaya Namaha. Govindaya Namaha. Vishnave Namaha. Madhusudanaya Namaha.
One flower can
Trikramaya Namaha. Vamanaya Namaha. Sridharaya Namaha. Krishikeshaya Namaha. Padmanabhaya Namaha. Last one. Damodaraya Namaha. So that's how you offer flowers. If you know 108 names of Krishna, you can offer. If you know 1008, you can offer with flowers. Right now we offer 12. After offering flowers, what we do is we have a little bit of an incense, right? We have a little bit of a doop stick, right? I'll have two. So what we'll do is now we start ringing the bell, and we yeah, we'll ring the bell. So one of us can ring the bell, and what you do is offer this fire need not go, right? Just the smoke, it is fragrance that is supposed to go. So back in India, what my Guruji does is he puts it this way, right? That way the fragrance goes there. Okay, so you can I'll pass these two to each row. Okay, here. Use your right hand all the time. Okay, and you can just shove. Yeah, make sure that the fragrance goes to them. I pass on. Beautiful, Vian.
Super, dear.
Don't
Well
touch.
done. Make sure you don't touch the.
One chant.
Yeah.
Dhupam
Rupam
agrapayami.
Agrapayami.
You want to give it back? Krishna, can you pass it back? Krishna? You
Back,
give it the
back.
third row. Kudu,
Back.
back.
அப்படியே கூட
You
அந்த
kudu. Good. Last row.
Amor, photo.
JTG.
Right side.
Last row.
Towards the right. Right. Clockwise. Last row. Here. This line.
Then we show a little bit of a deepa. Okay, you are done? Deepa. Everyone can do deepa. Then I do, on behalf of everyone, I'll do some deepam. Okay. Deepam samarpayami. I'm doing it on behalf of everyone. We'll do a last deepa, everyone will do it. Okay? And then what we're going to do is, we are going to offer food, like our fruits to the Lord. Okay. Shall we offer? Okay. Can we offer? Nana vida. Visheshanam. Vivegayami. Can you offer the entire cup to the Lord? Not one, two, entire cup to the Lord, and or a plate. Yes.
It's okay if it's not. It's okay.
And ask him to show it to, show it so that he can accept it, right? Okay. After this, we are going to do the main aarti, right? Once you offer it.
Keep the fruit down in front of. Okay.
Okay, now it becomes prasadam, right? Now God has taken that food, it becomes prasadam. So after puja, we will take that prasadam, okay? All right, so now we will do Deeparkana, okay? All of us will do Deeparkana very carefully. You can keep it. Nirajanam Sandarshayami. The way you do it is, you hold this and show it in front of the Lord. Okay? Show it in front of the Lord. Ideally, what you see that in temples, right? Why do they do that in temple? Huh? Not to warm them up. Actually, the reason for doing that is to show. No, why should you show him the light? He is giving us the light, right? Why should you show him the light? You actually, usually in temples in olden days, temples did not have bulbs and light bulbs. Okay, this is a nice opportunity where the priest would show the Lord to you. Okay, in the light of this light, you see the Lord perfectly well, and you pray to Him that may the light of knowledge be lit in you. Make sense? So shall we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just go around once and
Not five. Okay.
you always do it in clockwise direction. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
this.
Good. Pass.
Do it with 2 hands, honey.
Yeah, you can hold it in 2 hands.
Please hold it in 2 hands.
2 hands. 2 hands. Yeah. Good. Very good. Pass on. Pass on. Pass on. Pass on.
Good job.
Do always clockwise.
Okay, can
Good job. Pass
Anvita,
on.
pass it on. Okay, everyone, like this. Okay, like this. Anvita, pass it on. Pass it on to Siddharth. Okay,
No.
Careful, careful. Yeah.
I nothing, everyone, pass it on. For annual day, we might not be doing this. For annual day, we will not be doing this, so we are just being exposed to it. Yeah, pass it on. Pass it on.
Okay.
Are you done? Okay, now fold your hands.
One leg. Oh, you got one leg.
Endillama.
Hold tight.
One leg.
Nothing, one line, nothing legs.
Yay! Yeah, one leg. Yay! One leg. Yay!
Careful.
How do you get one leg?
Under which?
One leg. One leg. Got it.
Okay. Now you do. Now, yeah. Now you can take it. This again is a prasad. Many of us take this as also, a prasad, right? Okay. Now, all our puja is over. We are going to do our prostration. We'll do a prayer and then prostration. Okay. You can take the rest of the flowers. We'll eat it later. Take the rest of the flowers.
All the flowers in your hand.
Left over. As much as you can, your hand can hold. Right?
Bien, wait பண்ணு. கையில வச்சுக்கோ. Just hold it in your hand. Don't put it, okay?
Hold it in your hand. Okay, good. Okay. So now we are going to chant the slokas that we know that praise the Lord. Okay, and then we do our prayers also. Okay, first we will chant Vasudevashtakam. Okay, shall we? Okay.
Vasudevo Gurumama Indradiyadikasena Swarupena Vidistitaha Yapati Vishaye Yoma Vasudevo Gurumama Yasya Premaya Samboda Vinana Manaso Maha Vidanitam Jagat Sarvam Vasudevo Gurumama Bharatavat Sarvam Yasya Karunya Vishana Shashrata Sagaram Veni Vasudevo Gurumama Vishadasvena Hasena हृदये निवसंसदा चिनत्ति संशयं योगरि वासुदेवो गुरुर्मम यश्चकारन्तु सर्वज्ञं शङ्करस्पर्शेन बालकं सदैव करुणा सिन्धु वासुदेवो गुरुर्मम अभ्रष्टचानुगमनं वात्सल्याञ्जलिं अनुयातीव मां पाति वासुदेवो गुरुर्मम क्वचित् पतन्तं संसारे समुद्धृत्य विनश्यति यो मां सर्वेश्वरो विष्णु वासुदेवो गुरुर्मम वासुदेवाष्टकं स्तोत्रम् यः पठेत् नोति नरं बुद्धिः कृष्णप्रेम प्रसादिनो. Very good. And then we do our own prayers, right? Whatever you want to wish for, first let's pray for happiness, health, and long life, happiness, and joy for us, our parents, our family, everyone in the world, okay? And then whatever special wishes, prayers you have, you can pray for that also and offer the flowers at the feet of the Lord. That's what you do, okay? 1 minute. We'll pray that and then offer the flowers, okay? Shall we offer? And then you stand up and prostrate to the Lord, okay? What? Yeah, you can put all the flowers. Okay, let's put the flowers from the top to the Lord, okay? Good. Shall we? Okay. Can you pass the empty cups over so you don't trip over and all? Okay. And so we'll. Last we will do what is known as Kayena Vacha.
Stop.
Stand up and then stand up in your own places.
யாரும் நமஸ்காரம் பண்ண முடியாது.
You can come here and do it.
Okay. Boys can come over here and then do namaskaram, okay? Girls can go over the side and do. Wherever you find place, please come to the corner and then do. Enavacha manasendriyaiva bodhyatmana va prakrite svabhava karomi yatyat sakadam parasmai narayanaye arpayami.
Okay. The prostrate will come and give you tirtham, water from what puja that we did, and then we can all of us can get it once it's offered, and then we can. Okay.
For that I'll do one
Yes.
thing. So since we have now our own Radha Krishna, from here starting today, next for 3 months, every day morning after you get up, just take a small cup of tumbler of milk, warm it up, not very hot, like you can drink.
40 degrees.
Warm it up, put a little bit of sugar and wake up the god. Just chant 2 times Hare Rama and give milk like this. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Morning as soon as you wake up, okay? That picture you are having is not a picture, it's not a paper, it's not a photo. It is none other than Radha Krishna. You are taking Radha Krishna to your home. And the same Radha Krishna is going to come for your Radha Kalyanam. So they should come, right? They should come. They should come for your Kalyanam. They should come for the marriage that you're going to do. You're going to wed them. They are born today. And in next 3 months, you're going to wed them. right? So like that in the night, before sleeping, before you go to bed, take the same kind of milk. Little cup is enough.
You drink, right? Before you drink, you drink milk every morning, right? Morning and evening. Take that milk and give it. First, offer it to them, and then you can drink.
That's it. Small cup. Okay? Small cup, offer it, chant 2 times Hare Rama, put them to sleep. You can say, oh, it's time to sleep. Can you sleep? Something like that. Talk to them, put them to sleep, and then you can. Okay? Will you do that?
Yeah.
You have your own Radha Krishna now. So you have to do that. You can buy a frame, decorate the frame, and Mandapam will be giving you soon.
Wait, this
Oh,
is-
careful,
Hey,
careful,
Kadan,
careful,
Kadan, did you do
careful,
Namaskaram?
careful. Can you all do Namaskaram? You know, boys, how you should do Namaskaram? Yes. Girls, on your knees. On your knees. Girls, only on your knees. Okay.
Good. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Pick up your Krishna alone. Krishna and your name.
Oh, we got 0 likes.
No one is seeing that, Kaden. It's just for me.
Krishna.
I speak more than
Go and get Tisam. Take your Radha and Krishna in 2 hands. Be very careful. You take your cut fruits also. Careful.
I don't want
You can eat your fruits, or if you want to give it to your friends, you can give it now.
to.
Which way?